still searching for answers. 8 months after her son was found murdered, a local mother is speaking out. Her pleas for closure amid a lengthy investigation.
Some rain is on the way, and it's bringing warmer weather with it. I have the newest timing for showers tomorrow and the warm-up on the way for Christmas.
And one less option. Travelers at RDU will have fewer parking lots to choose from in the new year. Which lot is being eliminated and the part it plays in the ongoing development around the airport. Now at 7, a Christmas warm-up is on the way. Of course, it felt like winter today, and it's chilly out there tonight. But as we move through the rest of the holiday week, we can expect those temperatures to go up. We could see some rain come along with it as well. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Brian Schrader. Let's get right over to meteorologist Mike Mays, who has been watching all of this in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. And right now, it looks like Christmas Eve, Mike, is going to feel more like spring.
It could get up to 70 degrees, Brian, and I'll show you why coming up in a moment. But right now, let's talk about the chill again. 39 at South Hill, 44 at Southern Pines, 43 in Roxborough. But we're not going to cool down like we did last night. There is cloud cover coming in right now. Take a look at the satellite picture. All this is going to act like a little blanket to keep us from cooling down. Now, that's ahead of some sprinkles that should be with us by daybreak. We see a little bit of green showing up here in Kentucky. That's what will follow through later on tonight and tomorrow morning with about a 20 to 30% chance for sprinkles. Futurecast shows that. It shows the increasing clouds tonight. 5 a.m., the dual Doppler 5000 radar may have a few sprinkles. By 8 a.m., 30% chance for spotty light rain and sprinkles. Shouldn't really amount to a whole lot. And I think once we get past lunchtime, we'll see clearing, and that will allow us to warm up, maybe getting into the 60s. But there's a large ridge of high pressure over the plains right now that will build eastward. That will allow us to warm up for the day tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. Now, coming up in just a few minutes, I'll show you in detail how warm we'll get and how long it'll last.
All right, Mike, and of course, you can always track those hour-by-hour temperatures with the WRAL weather app. It is free to download. Just make sure you turn on the push notifications so we can send you important weather alerts directly to your phone. More than 8 months after her son was murdered, a Durham mother is still searching for answers. John Edward Riggins II was found shot in a car back in April. WRAL's Monica Casey spoke with his family today, and Monica, they just want closure.
They do. Riggins' mother, Jamina Hayes, tells me she is shocked by this crime. And all these months later, it still sometimes doesn't feel real to her. Riggins is 22 years old, a lover of music with plans to go help the band director with the drumline back at his former elementary and middle school. He leaves behind a little sister, his parents, and lots of friends who miss him. Hayes tells me getting justice for her son is a top priority.
I'm not giving up on getting my son's case solved, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen, even if they're not willing to. I don't care if it costs me the rest of my life to find out who did this to my son. I'm not giving up.
Durham police say they were responding to a call for an unknown EMS problem near the intersection of Cortland Drive and Brighton Road. And while they were on their way, they were notified of a sound of shots call. They then found Riggins dead inside a vehicle. We have reached out to DPD for any updates on where this case stands more than 8 months after that shooting. They tell me right now it is an open investigation and they do not have any other details to share. Live in Durham, Monica Casey, WRAL News.
3 teenagers now are charged with murdering Jalea Toon. She is the 13-year-old who was shot to death in Goldsboro over the weekend. Goldsboro police say officers charged a 15-year-old and 2 16-year-olds with first-degree murder and conspiracy. Court documents identify the 16-year-old suspects as Jair Smith and Josh Jordan. We are still working to learn more about a possible motive in that shooting. Developing tonight, a court ordered the UNC Rex nurse charged with sexually assaulting patients to take an STD test. 28-year-old Brian Alvarez Ortiz is accused of assaulting at least 3 patients who were under sedatives. Police say that those assaults happened in November. UNC Rex fired him when they learned of those accusations.
Grace Holland here in the WRAL Live Center. Big news tonight. We've learned that Novo Nordisk has gotten U.S. approval for a Wegovy weight loss pill. The FDA giving that approval today. This is the first oral GLP-1 that has been able to get that approval. There are some more that are expected to get that, but of course, Novo Nordisk, a big employer in our area with their manufacturing facility in Johnston County. Novo Nordisk says a trial of this pill showed a mean weight loss of 16.6%, and it is expected to launch in the U.S. in January of 2026.
All right, Grace, thanks very much. Let's get you
staff. I mean, the Lombardis of the world, they all have jobs now.
Bill Belichick implicitly trusts Michael Lombardi, and he's in charge of building the roster.
Lombardi even went so far to call them the 33rd NFL team.
We consider ourselves the 33rd team because everybody's involved with our program has had some form of aspect in pro football.
He has his sons on staff.
Today we learned Bill's youngest son, Brian, will coach the defensive backs. His older son, Steve, was announced as the defensive coordinator.
So obviously it wasn't a surprise at all that Bill would want to bring in Steve. He was a Big Ten defensive coordinator at Washington.
His friend's son on staff.
It's also Michael Lombardi, their GM. His son is also joining, Matt Lombardi.
Michael Lombardi's son being hired to coach quarterbacks is hilarious. These state universities, not just state, private too, but like a state university that has all these responsibilities just allows these coaches sometimes to just do full-on nepotism. You know, in a normal situation, you get to the end of the year, okay, I got to make some staff changes. I got to let some people go. Well, clearly he's not going to let his son go.
You can watch the documentary Coaching Carolina the Belichick Way in full right now on WRAL's YouTube page. The holiday travel rush is on. Coming up, how many people TSA plans to screen this week, and travel experts' advice if you are hitting the roads. In the patrol car and in the classroom. Next, the many hats that NCCU's new interim police chief is wearing and his family's legacy at the school. Mike?
Brian, we have a cool evening in progress, a nice evening to go out and look at some Christmas decorations. We say hello to Franklin Tin, looking at the middle school there, looking really quite festive. When we come back, we'll look at how much we warm up in the coming days and the chance for rain in the morning.
Welcome back. Singer Barry Manilow is rescheduling a North Carolina show after doctors diagnosed him with lung cancer. Thankfully, Manilow says that they caught it early and surgery should take care of it without further treatment. He was supposed to perform in Greensboro January 15th, but that show now has been rescheduled for April 24th. Manilow is 82 years old. We're looking live now at RDU, and the TSA says over the next couple of weeks they plan to scan over 44 million travelers nationwide. The busy travel period runs through January 4th. They're expecting around 2.8 million travelers on Sunday alone. The TSA says travelers will have an easier experience this year because of recent changes, including the REAL ID Act, the family and military lane, and the end of the shoes off requirement in the security screening line. And of course, the roads are going to be busy over the next couple of weeks as well. Travel experts, they have more than 3 million North Carolinians are expected to be on the roads between now and New Year's. AAA says afternoons and early evenings usually are the worst, the most congested. If you can get up early, mornings tend to be much smoother. Let's take a look at average gas prices around North Carolina tonight so you can see what kind of a deal you're getting. In Raleigh, the average for a gallon of gas is about $2.69. In Greensboro, gas is around $2.68 a gallon. And in Asheville, it's about $2.73 a gallon. North Carolina Central University has a new interim police chief. This is Robert Gaddy, and he took over the department this month. WRAL's Sarah Kruger shares his unique ties to the campus.
By day, he's Chief Robert Gaddy. By night, he's Student Robert Gaddy. In a pretty unusual combination, the sitting top cop is also in the classroom at the university he serves. NCCU is like home for interim chief Robert Gaddy. It always has been. He says his grandmother was among the first graduates of the school 100 years ago. She started a legacy that now includes uncles, aunts, cousins, and Gaddy himself graduating in 1994.
What is it like to step into this role for a place you love so much?
It's awesome. You know, everyone says, well, what is your dream? Well, I'm living my dream.
After getting his bachelor's, Gaddy stayed in Durham and went straight to work for the Durham Police Department, where he stayed until 2022, then joining Central's police department.
From a very young age, like probably kindergarten, first grade, this is something I've always wanted to do.
There was something else he always wanted to do too, get his master's degree. It's a promise he made to his mom, who died in 2021.
She never left my head. And so I woke up one morning and it's like, it's time to get my master's degree. And that's what I did.
Now he's well on his way to his NCCU master's degree in criminology.
When you walk across the stage in a year or so with your master's degree, what do you think your mom would think?
Probably one of her most proudest moments.
Making it all even sweeter. He's getting to share many moments on campus with his daughter, who's a junior on the basketball team.
And to be a student on campus where your dad is the police chief is a pretty unique spot to be in. What is it like?
I think it's cool. I feel like that pushes me to want to do great things that he's doing.
He hopes to inspire not just his daughter, but other Central students, helping them soar to new heights.
A few people come up behind me, I'm here. I'm ready to pull you up.
Sarah Kruger, WRAL News, Durham.
Somebody out there might have a Christmas to remember. Tonight's Powerball jackpot is worth an estimated $1.6 billion. It is one of the largest prizes in U.S. history. If someone matches all 6 balls tonight, the winner can choose a lump sum of about $735 million before tax. And of course, you can watch tonight's drawing right before our 11 o'clock newscast on WRAL. What do you think, Mike?
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
I got 3 tickets and I'm ready. We'll see if I'm here tomorrow.
We'll see if you're here at 11 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know how to do weather, so you can always walk over here, right? I'm covered, don't matter. So let's talk about our mild Christmas week. 53 is the normal high. We expect about 61 tomorrow if we have enough sunshine. But how about 70 on Wednesday, 69 on Christmas Day? Last Christmas, we had 54 for the high, so we could be 16 degrees above normal for Thursday. 59 on Friday. That's the wild card day of the week. Could potentially be cooler than that. 72 on Saturday if we have enough sunshine. And then the Arctic air looks like it's coming back next Monday. Take a look at the Festival of Lights, looking pretty cool over at the DBAP. 45 right now with the dew point at 17. And due to the cloud cover coming in, it will slow down our cooling. We had 27 this morning for the low at RDU. Tonight, we expect about 35. 44 at Southern Pines right now, 39 at South Hill, 39 at Rocky Mount. And here's how we cool down hour by hour. By 10 o'clock, we're 37, perhaps reaching 35 by 1 a.m. And then temperatures steadily go back up. 39 by 5 and 6 with some sprinkles and spotty light rain in the area. It's only a 30% chance. And you look at the radar and you're thinking, Mike, where's all the rain? Well, you see, you have to look hard over Tennessee and Kentucky. Little sprinkles, a little light rain. That's what's going to scoot in the morning, and that's about it. So not a big rainmaker, maybe a bigger rainmaker coming by Sunday night. But in the meantime, there's warmer air off to the west. It's 49 at Kansas City, 54 at Little Rock. There's a ridge of high pressure over the plains that I showed you at the top of the newscast. That warmer air makes its way in, so that's why we warm up as the week goes on. There's a little backdoor cool front that moves down the east coast on Friday. That's why we're potentially cooler, but then it moves back to the north as a warm front, and we expect 70s on Saturday. So let's check out futurecast for tomorrow morning starting at 6. We've got the clouds, not cold, 42 in Raleigh at that point, 41 at Fayetteville, 41 at Roxborough, and you see the occasional green blips, spotty light rain, sprinkles. It's not going to amount to a whole lot, maybe just some raindrops on your windshield, and that's about it. 9 a.m. we're in the 40s. We get to lunchtime, it's all to the east at that point. Still some lingering clouds, but the model's really enthusiastic about warming us up tomorrow. We see the sun coming out. We have a southwest wind 10 to 15 in the afternoon, and that's what is the thinking that would help get us up into the low 60s at this point. I'm forecasting about 61. The model says about 62. And then tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock, we're back down into the 50s. And we wake up Wednesday morning and Thursday morning, it's not cold. We'll have 30s for lows tonight, low to mid 30s with mostly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, we expect our high temperature to be about 61. 70 on Wednesday for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day 69, Friday potentially cooler 59. And notice Christmas Day, Christmas night and Friday 20% chance for sprinkles, a better likelihood of rain coming in Sunday, 30%, 40% Sunday night, and then that Arctic front comes in 49 on Monday, and Brian, by Tuesday morning the low around 23.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. All right, dog lovers, listen up. We've got a local champion here. A dog here in North Carolina won a top title in this year's National Dog Show. We will introduce you to Soleil the sheepdog in tonight's One Last Thing. Welcome back. We got one last thing for you tonight. We recently had a very special guest come by and visit us here at the WRAL studios. The winner of this year's National Dog Show. Now, many of you watched this Thanksgiving right after the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. A dog from North Carolina won Best in Show. Soleil is a Belgian sheepdog, and she spent years training for this. And she did it from right here in our area. Soleil lives in Princeton in Johnston County with her trainer, Daniel Martin. So they loaded up, drove to Raleigh to hang out with us here at WRAL. Ashley Rowe brought them here into the studio.
Daniel Martin, thank you for bringing Soleil in. And Soleil, thank you so much for coming to the WRAL studio. You are just so sweet and, of course, beautiful. Daniel, what was the process like getting ready for the National Dog Show?
Just a lot of anticipation, just a lot of organizing and a lot of making sure all the prep is ready, making sure she's ready, and just time. I mean, a lot of time.
What kind of other training goes into that?
Well, there's a lot of rewarding. There's a lot of positivity. You definitely want to make it a fun game for them. So as long as they're having fun, that's what we want.
And what was that experience like when you won?
I feel the energy from her, and I feel the excitement, and then it's vice versa. And you're happy for the dog, and once you kind of get to live in the moment, it's just an exciting and wonderful moment. And it's a big win for her and for the breed and for the owners.
Let's talk a little bit about the breed. Come on over here. She's such a beautiful dog, and a Belgian sheepdog.
Yes.
Is this a unique breed?
Very, yes. They consider them a rare breed. You don't see them very often, and for this dog to win at that caliber and to show like that with such great competition, it's a very big win.
Does she act like a celebrity now that she's won?
Yeah, I think she does. I mean, and she enjoys it. I think all the attention that people have gone up to her, she really likes it.
What kind of treats does Soleil like?
Well, she loves all of her Purina treats, of course, but her favorite thing is any type of chicken. She loves some roasted chicken. So yeah.
Wonderful. Now, what's next for Soleil?
So we've got the next few weeks off. She gets to have some nice holiday meals and some nice time on the couch. But starting January, we start showing again. She's got a full another year of showing. So after 2026, she gets to retire.
Wow. Well, after 2026, I'll have a great 2026. Thank you for coming by the WRAL studios. You just have a wonderful Christmas holiday, okay? You are beautiful.
She says thank you.
Thank you so much.
That is so cute. And a quick fun fact for you. North Carolina went back-to-back in the last two national dog shows. Last year, that's Vito the Pug there. He won the dog show. He and his owner are from Chapel Hill. We've got some handsome, excellent, best-in-show dogs right here in North Carolina. Listen, thanks for making WRAL your choice for local news. Our next newscast is at 10 on Fox 50 and then at 11 on WRAL. Hope you have a great night.
Keep watching WRAL News over the air Channel 34 and Spectrum Channel 1257.